Welcome, everyone, to the Quantum Leap container. I am so excited to have you all here and talk all things beautiful, quantum leap, all things amazing, all things exciting, all things more inviting. I'm just going to make sure everyone is on mute. If you aren't, please make sure you guys are on mute. I'm just going to do a quick gallery view just to honor you all who all are here. You are very welcome to be on the screen as well. This is recorded, but then again, it's on speaker view, and I would really like you guys to bring your skin to the game, completely be available for yourselves. I am going to give it a second. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Comment in the comment section and let me know where you're tuning in from. Welcome, Silva, Shraddha, Gina, Sudesh, all the people who are going to be watching the replay as well, because we have lots and lots of you who haven't made it to the live call. We have people from all across the world, people who are still joining the face group live. And if you are new to my world, let me know in the comments, where are you joining in from? Is this the first time you are in my containers? Is this the first time you are in any of my programs, classes, etc.? I would love to know. I'm just looking at the comments and now. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Someone's from Sydney. Silva's from Sydney. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Your girl's in Melbourne, Australia. I am in Melbourne. Sudesh is from USA, Boston. Gina, first time working with you. That is incredible. I am so excited you're here. Who else is there? Austin. This is beautiful. Austin, Texas. All right. I cannot tell you how excited I have been. It's been hard to contain this excitement for the last few days since, I was led to create this container, a very short one. This is very unusual for me. I generally do not create short containers as short as this one, just for the reason that I like to obviously have immersive experiences where my clients go on to create mind-blowing results, and it's really an identity switch. Like, you're not after one thing, you're not after a certain thing or a product or an experience, but you become that identity who has the money, who has the abundance, who has the business, who has the clients, who has the loving relationship, who has the car, the home, the experience in itself. Okay, I'm going to bring everyone in. There's a lot of movement happening right now as people are jumping in to say hello. All right. All right. There we go. Make sure everyone is on mute. I will try my best to keep all these things taken care of. So this has been a container that's come through me to get you guys quick results. I do not believe in quick. At the same time, I believe in quick because we live in a world of infinite possibilities. Who here believes that in this moment, you can become an energetic match to anything that your heart desires? I want you to put in comments, if you're here and you're here for a certain thing, do you believe that that thing already exists for you? In a heartbeat, you can become an energetic match to that thing and experience it, that you're capable, you're worthy, and you absolutely get to have it. Shraddha says yes. Silva says yes. That's incredible. Gina says yes, I do. I believe it and I'm worthy, right? And this is the energy that we want to be in. This is the energy that we want to plug into. This is the energy that I had to plug into. And I can see 11:11. You guys wrote 11:11. I can see Shraddha saying yes at 11:11 a.m. Silva, Gina. This is incredible because 11:11 is the greatest confirmation. 11:11, and I see your comments of declaring nothing better, because these are mirror numbers and they are got to be like, they are one of the most profound numbers that are in resonance to the universe. Now, there are a few things I want to declare and share with you guys as we start our container. This, all calls are recorded. This is a welcome call, but I want to obviously give you a deep perspective, a perspective that is going to help you completely leave this conversation today feeling a different person. things that you weren't taught in school, things that you're probably still like, either you've heard about them, but you're confused, you're not integrated in them, or you've never heard about these things. So be prepared. I'm going to ruffle some feathers. I'm going to create some ripples in your life. And that's why I'm here. And these conversations that we're going to have today are going to stretch your consciousness, stretch the way that you look at reality. And of course, in that in turn will ultimately create whatever desire you have, ultimately create that reality, whether it's more money, clients, deeper relationship, healing, whatever you desire. Maybe you want your business to grow. Maybe you want your marriage to improve. Maybe you want to feel a certain way in your body. Maybe you want, your grandchildren to get healthier. I don't even know what is that you're calling, but knowingness that it all exists for you, right? So definitely this chat is open as I take you through this conversation. Feel free to put comments in the chat. I would like you guys to know that there is a call schedule. This is a welcome call, and then I have lots of calls for you guys. I'm going to take you through 2 calls each week from next week so that I can teach you my formula and help you obviously anchor it in, use it, and become an embodiment of it. Because the most important thing that I have learned in my journey, and I don't know how many of you know my story, but I will take a moment today towards the end and share a little bit. I have come to realize that knowing things is not enough, because I had been in the personal development space for so long. I'd been in the energetic spiritual realm of, learning concepts and being a healer and all of those things. And it's one thing to know things, and it's another thing to actually be an embodiment where your electromagnetic signature changes, where your vibrational field changes, and you are always, always co-creating with the universe. You're always in transaction, in interaction, in transmission, in transference, in correspondence, in alignment, in transaction, as I said, with the universe. That is the only thing that you must always consider. Everything else is a byproduct. So if you today want something, you've got to look at your electromagnetic signature, which I'm going to talk to you guys about today and teach you, because that's probably the missing piece. You may be doing a lot of things. You may be doing the mindset. You may be doing the personal development. You may be doing the energy work. You may be doing all those things. And still, if you are not getting what you want, or you want something different, and you're kind of wondering why this has not happened for me yet, I want to be able to close that gap for you today. And I'm hoping this piece will help you close the gap and get you what you want, like it did for me. So who's ready here today to jump into this welcome call and learn some things that are going to completely go like, your mind's going to be boggled, your mind's going to be stretched, your mind's going to be, oh my God, this is looking all too exciting. This is looking confusing, but I'm here to learn a new way because I'm done with the old way. I'm done with the old paradigm. I'm done with the paradigm of struggle or lack, or, working hard and knowing that this can't happen for me, but it can happen for other people. Who here is ready for that? Let me know. Also in the comments, put below, what are you actually here for? I made a welcome post for you guys in the close Facebook group, and I asked everyone, introduce yourself, pop a photo if you'd like to, and let me know what are you here for, because each other's energy, I'm going to teach you how to quantum jump, and we need a lot of energy for that. We want to be in the right energy. We want to be in a collective where everybody's striving for illogical, unbelievable results, right? So we want to be in that energy, and that's why we're here in this group. But I want to know today, for people who are here live and the ones who'll be watching, come back to the group. What are you here for? Share with me, share with the group, so that it gives me a little bit of a deeper perspective, so I can obviously channel this call in that direction and serve you from that space. Silva says, yes, I'm 100% committed and here to go to the next level of manifestation. Definitely right. Also what you guys are calling in, because, manifestation. Okay, here's one thing again. You will see me stopping and sharing information all through across, because as much as I have structured ways of teaching, I truly believe in also fluidity. That means whatever's coming through me at the time, I will speak that, I will share that. I will definitely follow a structure because there are bullet points that I want to cover, but you will see me stopping and you'll see me digressing and you'll see me going on a tangent. And I have come to realize that they're all serving you. So there's one thing I want to talk about, as you guys say, that I want to share. I'm looking at your comments and somebody said, okay, so Silva says level of manifestation, go to the next level. So you obviously know already because you're wanting to go to the next level. I want to quickly share with you. I started manifestation like a decade back, and I have shared in my book that I knew everything, yet I was only manifesting all bad, stupid shit in my life, which I've talked about. And if I was given $1 for every affirmation that I did, I'd be like a multimillionaire by now. Okay, because what I didn't understand was that manifestation is basically a physical, tangible expression of that everything that is my vibration, everything that's within me, everything that's my subconscious, everything that's my electromagnetic signature. And I had a lot more of negative thoughts that I was focusing on, and the lack of everything. I was in an amazing marriage. I was in an amazing reality with lots of abundance, 2 cars, 2 homes, holidays, everything that I could actually imagine. But I was focusing so much on the lack of things that ultimately manifested in my reality. So, manifestation in the last 3 years, I have completely changed my understanding of manifestation. It is basically just a physical, tangible expression of you outside of you. And I'm going to speak about this today, about your realities you pushed out. Manifestation simply is you on the outside in a physical form. So you see yourself here, and say you want to manifest a car. There is a version of you inside. If you believed you have this car, and it's as easy as going to the fridge and picking up water or Coke, and you go to the fridge, but you don't have stories. Oh, will the Coke be there? Will the water be there? Am I worthy of this? It's going to be hard to actually get Coke and water, but that's what we do with other things, right? And so inside, if I believe, okay, car, let's go get this thing, but we have stories around how hard it is. Am I worthy? What do I need to do? Do I need to make more money? Where will I get this car? Do I need to sell the old car? Do I have enough money? And it's a representation on the external reality, everything that's going within me. It's that simple. So in this container, over the next 3 weeks, I'm going to share some mind-boggling stuff with you that was never taught to us. And since I learned this stuff, I have seen my life change like night and day. And a lot of you know my story. A lot of you know how I went from struggle to, creating whatever I did, being close to becoming a millionaire and 800K, that I went from debt to that in a very short period of time, helping people all across the world manifest like ridiculous shit, like within weeks, and it's not something that, yes, I created the formula after understanding what really works, but all of these are laws of the nature. They already exist. This is all science. Like right now, law of gravity exists. We're not flying. Is anybody flying here? No. Each one of us is actually sitting here grounded to earth. We're not even thinking about it, right? So whether or not we believe in it, it does not matter. Same thing, all laws work. Law of transmission work, law of thought transference works. That means whatever I'm transferring about another person, these people want to buy from me, these people don't want to buy from me. Mark loves me, Mark doesn't love me. My ex-husband is toxic or not. My mother is this or not. My body's healing or not. I have 10 kgs extra weight or not. Like these are all law of thought transference. Where I'm going with this is everything outside of you is a reflection of you. And when you learn this, you're going to learn to hold the power of your reality in your own hands. You're going to learn that absolutely everything is in your hands. Everything. And that's where I want to get you, whether you're going to use my formula in the next few weeks. Next week, we're going to talk about identity creation, and I'm going to give you the formula. But I really want you guys to declare from today that you're not here for a small manifestation, small or big, does not matter. You're not here to manifest 10K, 20K, 50K, or a baby, or a husband, or the car, or the home, or the job, or the salary raise. Those all things get to be. They just get to be. You're here for self-actualization. You're here to really understand the mechanics of how reality works. Because not once will you do this. Once you've learned this, you'll just do this over and over and again, and you will create a higher life for yourself, right? Who here is declaring they want to have a higher life? Who here wants to know the formula, not because once they want to manifest something, but they want to actually understand this is how it gets to be, that you are the operant power in your life. And I want to know who here is ready. I'm going to read your comments now. Shraddha says, yes, I'm in. Silver says 100% yes, manifestation. Shraddha says, for quantum leaping and starting off my business in the US, great, my health and fitness. Okay, beautiful. So they says 100% in and money wealth right now. Great. I'm wanting to manifest financial freedom and my soulmate. Gina says several things. Find the buyer for my small business. Okay. Money to buy my own home. And divorced 3 years back. Yeah. And I can so relate to it. And I'm going to give you some of these specific things that I did to change my reality. Like literally the moment I understood that I needed to disconnect from the identity. See, because when I was focusing on, and we're going to talk about this over the few weeks, but I want to share something with you about the self-concepting. There was a part of me that was repeating the story of my struggle, and I had gone through a divorce 7 years back. 3 years back, I hit rock bottom. Literally, I did not know how to live. I was in massive debt, this, that, everything, emotionally exhausted, energetically exhausted. And when I came to learn that, it is me caught up in my own story and my identity, I very quickly changed it. When I was focusing on the complaints I had, when I'm focusing on how my ex-husband was bothering me, not understanding me. Now, by the way, I have an incredible relationship with my ex-husband. This is what, like, you can use this formula for anything. When I'm complaining about my ex-husband, when I'm complaining about lack of money, when I'm complaining about lack of resources, when I'm complaining about happiness, when I'm complaining about not feeling good in my body, when I'm complaining about whatever, I am basically, through law of correspondence, making sure the universe gives me more of that. And I want to share something today that you guys will break and you'll be like, I'm never ever talking about this. I'm never even going to tell Prachi this is my problem because it no longer is my problem. So how do you actually do that? I'm going to read all your comments, several, and then manifest person for me. I like that, Gina. Yes, of course, there are 8 billion people in the world and we get to, right? Yes, I do. Yes, yes, yes. Great. Okay. So I want to share with you guys today what I'm doing is not giving you the formula. Today is a welcome call. I wanted to really get you guys into the space, get to talk to you guys, and obviously bring you in. I want to know if my audio quality is good for you guys. Just give me a thumbs up in the comments. Also, if you guys want to, this is all on speaker view. So I would love to see your faces. If you guys want to come on, show me your beautiful faces. This is a collective, this is not where um, this is in fact a space where you start creating new identity. Come into your presence, come into your glorious presence. Does not matter if we have a messy bun or we have our hair done today. It does not matter whether you're in your sweatpants or you're in the most beautiful dress. It's really about declaring your presence. You are Source's highest creation. There is no one like you. You're a very unique expression. So really declaring your presence. Beautiful to see you, Silva, and everyone who is coming on camera. Again, there is no pressure, but just come into creating that connection with the group, creating that love. Welcome, Gina. Again, as I said, no pressure, but the more we take up space, the more we go like, well, there is this unique expression of me and I'm here to claim, I'm here to show who I am. There is nobody like me and there is no other vibration that is going to get me who I am. And the biggest thing I've learned from my journey is the more authentic I became, the more abundance came to me. The more authentic I became, the love of my life came to me after 3 years, like being single, like clients who were really authentic. Each one of you are actually in some way in resonance to my vibration because each one of you is is connected. Why did you guys buy this program? It's not the program. Something in my energy spoke to you. That's what I want you to know, that your life will begin to change when you understand your own energy. because there are thousands of people on the internet teaching what I'm teaching you right now. You didn't buy the course, you bought my energy. You wanted to be in my energy because through my unique energy, something will land for you that will create ripples in your reality. So whatever you guys are doing, whether it's running an Instagram, whether it's running a business, whether you're closing a business, whether you're wanting to call in a, whatever it is, product, service based, it's not the product, it's not the service. It is you, and it's your identity as the person who is actually running this business. Okay. It is you completely who is in ownership of your vibration. And the more you start playing with it, which I'm going to teach you today how to play with it, you're going to start seeing profound shifts in your reality. Now, for those of you who haven't seen a copy of my book, today we're going to put a digital copy. I named my book Play because really, if you understand, we're here to play with our energy, play with what you want, play with infinite possibilities, play with whatever you want, play with the idea and the identity that your specific person, Silva, is there. The money is there. Hi, love, Shraddha. Whatever you want is there. So say you want to sell the business, there is an identity of you in the quantum realm because the quantum says everything exists. Okay. So there is a person, there's an identity of you right now who has the person who sold the business for whatever you expect, and say 50K, 1 million, 100K, I don't know, whatever you expect. Maybe you're expecting 5K, maybe you're expecting 50K. There is a version of you who sold the business 3 times more. So my job here is to show you how you can generate this identity who is not buying some sort of limiting story. The contraction for us is happening because we are buying into some sort of story that I can only make 100K a year, or I can make only 20K a year, or I'm a struggling mom, or I'm a struggling entrepreneur, or I don't know if I'm going to get the love of my life, and I've gone through all of those after having a divorce, with my ex-husband after a 10-year marriage, and, then going through a whole loop and then creating this lovely relationship with him. Like, I want you guys to know that these are all stories that we subscribe to, the paradigm of struggle, but it doesn't have to be. There is a version of us, like version of Shraddha, who's actually made a multi-7-figure business, sitting in the house, running the business with the kids, right? Because I know you're a mom. Like we get to be, and I could never imagine when I was so I was a healer till 3 years back, I didn't have an online business. I started my online business in 2020, in November 2020. And within the first within the first 12 months, I created my first 6 figures, almost close to multi 6 figures. But here's what I want to tell you. Before that, there was a version of me used to charge $80 sessions for Reiki healing. And I used to do $25 crystal add-ons and head massages. Okay. So that identity of me never could believe that I could do this, that I could write books, I could change people's life, that I would have hundreds of people jump into my container and really believe in what I teach. But I had to first believe in it. And then had to create it. And then I had to get all you people or the thousands of people I've served over the last 3 years. But it existed. So first I had to give myself permission to believe that there is a higher paradigm, that because there was a desire, I was like, I can't just keep living this. There has to be more. There has to be more money. There has to be more joy. There has to be more connection. There has to be more unconditional love, even with my ex-husband or other people. There has to be authenticity. There has to be more frequency of love, peace, joy, creativity, where, I can just sit in my house and make multi 6 figures serving people, and it boils down to not the wealth, it's that generating that identity, right? So why I was asking you guys what you want today, because as we work through next few weeks, you will understand the formula and you will apply it specifically to your needs, to what you're calling in. Audio is great. Okay, thanks for confirming, guys. It's about knowing that only you and you can create it, knowing that the quantum science, which you are here for, knowing that this container is called Quantum Leap, it's not about anything else. It's not about mindset. It's not about energy. It's not about, yes, all of those things are related. It is about understanding that in the quantum field, the field is everything is the source. So there is one ball of energy. Okay. There is a provider. Some of you can relate it to God, source, Christ consciousness, whatever way you connect to it. Ultimately, it is the fact that there's one something outside of you providing everything, even thoughts, ideas. Your desires are not your own. You think you're desiring the partner? No, that desire was put to you through a higher force. You want 7 figures in your business. You want to sell a business for, I don't know, multi 7 figures. That's a desire that's not yours. It's come through you, and you're a vessel to experience it. The more you stop making it about yourself, the more you stop contracting, the more you start looking for how am I going to do this, and you really start playing with the higher power, the higher intelligence, like you will blow your mind with things that are going to happen. Okay. So there are 3 things that I want to actually share with you guys today that will catapult you into starting to get results, whatever you want. Okay. One, to know that you're here to quantum leap, and quantum leaping basically means that you have to believe that everything you want already exists for you. Quantum field says that we live in a world, in a multiverse. That means all possibilities exist. Infinite possibilities exist for you. There is a multimillionaire version of you right now. There is also a broadcast version of you. Like there's this almost millionaire version of me that was already existing, which I never tapped into. There's a successful entrepreneur version of me that was existing, but 3 years back, I could only be tapping in based on my thought, my experiences, and my energy into the version of me who was single ass, broke ass, depressed, anxious, financially stressed mom who did not know how to break through it. Okay. So there are all versions of us. There is a version of me who is a multimillionaire. So my work now is tapping into that. There's a version of me doing different things. There's a version of me living, expressing her creative energy. There's a version of you who is a mom making millions of dollars, doing what brings bliss to her. There's a version of you who's with their loved, the ultimate relationship of your life, right? So it all exists right now. It's available to you. So you got to know that it exists for you, because if you're struggling with the idea that it may happen 6 months from now, it may happen 2 years from now, it will take you 20 steps, you need to buy some software in order for you to become a millionaire, that's all bullshit. And I'm here to challenge that. Like literally challenge that, because yes, I put money in creating some sorts of systems for my business. In the first year, I didn't do anything. But yeah, I invested in myself. I invested in coaches and mentors when I didn't have the money. I was like, no, I am going to become the identity who will actually generate that. But whatever you're telling yourself, whatever limiting story you're telling yourself is the reason why you don't have it yet. If you're telling yourself that you need to, go on 60 dates before you find the person, that's again contraction. Because if you believe and you get into the thoughts, beliefs, actions, identity, your person will come out of nowhere. Those clients will come out of nowhere. How did you guys find me? You just randomly found me one day, right? So that business opportunity will come. Silva, that buyer will come. But there's an identity of you in the quantum field who already has sold the business, and the formula will help you tap into it. She's talking about the fact that I didn't even expect that I'm going to get 3 times the price of what I asked. Is your concept of self, of the identity of the woman who's version A, trying to sell the business, version B, I sold my business 3 times the price of what I was expecting. What is she thinking every day? What is she thinking when she's driving? What's her energy like? Life's so good, I could not never imagine. She's thinking, she's driving, she's like, how the hell did this happen? How did I make so much money? So that's how we quantum leap, right? But before I teach you the formula, I've got to obviously set the foundation right. I cannot give you information of what is taught in a university while I want to prime you guys and get you some, primary school or kindergarten information. Not because, you guys are not born with already this innate wisdom, but it's almost like the remembrance within you. So I want to set some foundation. And next week, when we start applying the formula, you really like you just get it and you remember who the hell you are and you're not ready to play small anymore, right? So if you're ready, say yes. And I'm going to share a little piece of information that's going to blow your mind today as we move further into this call. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So the first thing that I ever learned that completely changed my mind, blew my mind. And I'm talking about the time when I was struggling to the fact that I was like, do I need to start Ubering? I made an Uber profile. Never did this, but I did. I was like at a point where it's like business is not running. I had just thought about creating the business and COVID had hit. I had to close my studio. I had a massive debt. I was going through family law code. I'm struggling big time. But something in me is like, I'd been playing with these concepts and I'm like, it's really time to freaking apply it. So there's something I learned at this point that when I applied, I saw instant results. And that thing is, which I'm teaching, sharing with you guys right now, if you really take this on board, forget everything else that you ever thought you had to learn to change your life. Your reality is you pushed out. So I'm going to take a second to explain to you what your reality is. This is the mechanics of reality. If we don't understand this, we're going to spend the next 30, 40, 50 years hustling and thinking, why is it so hard to get what we want? Why is it so hard to get the money? Why is it so hard to feel healed? Why is it so hard to, have a great relationship with the ex-husband or the ex-wife or, the parents or people who've hurt us? Why is it so hard to actually, call in abundance and wealth? Why is it so hard to make myself successful? Why is it so hard to feel like, only good things happen to other people and their celebrities and I am not the operant power in my life? It is to understand the mechanics of reality. Your reality is your body. So you have a body reality. Your reality is your money, your bank account. So you have a money reality. Your reality, with maybe you're a mom. So you have a mother reality. You have a relationship reality, with your partner. With doesn't matter what relationship it is. You have a reality with, your health. You have a reality with multiple things in your life, your business, your job, your friends. So everything is a reality. Everything you see outside, it's also called a holographic reality. So I'm going to keep it really simple for you. At the same time, I want you to leave this call feeling mind blown and feeling like, okay, well, I needed to hear this today because no way am I going back to how I was living my life. Because it's one thing to sit down here and listen to this, but how many of you are actually like, no, no, I'm actually ready to change this. This is not another call. I'm actually freaking bored of why life is not working out, or it's worked out, but I'm not here to play mediocre. Like, when are we going to actually leap and go from 0 to like 800K? When are we going to actually go like, you know what? No, no, no. I am actually going to have that safe, deep connection. I'm actually ready to call in all bigger, better things. Like, who is ready? Or you're just going to learn and go like, okay, well, maybe, maybe. And the biggest thing, again, as I said, I will digress many times. The biggest thing for me is when I learned that there are two kinds of people in the world. The two kinds of people in the world. One who go, I will believe it when I see it. How many times have you guys heard, I will believe it when I see it? And there is the second kind of people who is, I believe and I magnetize the evidence. I believe it. I have this idea, I have this desire. Why is that you don't have a desire of something else, but you have a desire to become a multimillionaire or have the man or sell the business? Like, these are your desires. Freaking honor them. Stop arguing with them. Stop criticizing them. Stop negotiating with your own self. Like, this is so exhausting. I was doing the same. Secondly, like, the second kind of people are, this is my desire. I believe it and I magnetize the evidence. Which category do you fall in? First of all, ask yourself, where are you? What's your identity right now with your desire? And I say these with unconditional love because as I said, I will ruffle some feathers. I might even upset you today, but my job is not to, my job is to actually stretch you, activate you. You paid me for this purpose, and this is my life's work. And you will come back. If you're upset today, you'll come back after a week or something. I know you unconditionally love me. I love you, but I will speak the truth to you, because that's what's going to take you back to your operant power, that you get to create anything, like absolutely anything in your life. So first, realize what category you're in. Are you looking for evidence, and then you're going to believe that, yeah, the business will sell, the man will come, that my body will turn into what I want to, like I will freaking look like a celebrity, and whatever it is, there's no right or wrong, or whatever you're calling in. You want the business, the man, the success. Like, what does it, we're going to break this down in the next few weeks, but we keep saying, I want to be successful, I want to be, what does that mean? What does that mean? So you're going to get some questions next week, which will help you unpack this. But are you the first one who's looking for evidence, and then you're going to believe? Then I'll tell you what, this is the most damaging thing you're doing to yourself right now. I was too. Because I kept, for some stupid reason, with how I was brought up in school, in society, and all cultures do this. We basically are taught how to take our power away. We're instilled with so much fear. If you don't work, you will not make money. If you don't do this, this will not happen. If you don't show up, this will not happen. Your marriage will break. Your relationship will break. Your body will not happen. You will never lose weight if you don't eat like this. Everywhere, our power is taken away, right? So what I want you guys to remember is, are you in the energy of your desire? Do you believe, like, relentlessly, with unwavering faith, that no, 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 this is my desire, it exists for me already? I just got to drop the stories. Stop looking for the evidence. Believe in your desire so much that the evidence is magnetized to you. You are in the energy of that identity. Or you can spend the next 10 years going like, I will believe it when it happens. And I bet we will wait a few years for that to happen. So the first thing I want you to ask yourself today is, am I believing in my desire and the evidence will be magnetized to me? Or am I actually the person who's saying, I will believe it when I get the business sold. I will believe it when the man comes. I will believe it that I'm worthy of this and all things good exist for me when that shit happens to me. Well, then actually, that is not the formula for quantum leaping. I just want to break it to you guys, because I learned it the hard way. But you're here to obviously expedite the process for yourself. So let me break it to you. We can't be the first category. We've got to be the people who believe that this already exists. I'm here to come into the energy of it, collapse all stories of why it's not happening for me, and obviously transform that identity. And it exists for me. Like, you want to be that person who's not looking for the evidence. And that's what we're going to do over the next 3 weeks. So do not be bothered. You'll be like, but I don't know how to do it. Well, that's why you're here. That's why I'm here, to show you that and teach you that and hold you in the energy. Because, look, I've had people come to me, whether it is somebody manifesting 6 figures in a month, or people, trying everything and having miscarriages and having IVF, and then finally having a baby girl that is so healthy, or having, clients show out of nowhere, or starting a business and within 2 or 3 months it just exploding. It's never been about what they want. It's about the beliefs that were in the way of it. And I really want to show you that just with these 4 steps that we're going to start working on from next week, you can change anything. Okay? I'm looking at your comments. Very beautiful. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to tell you guys was, today is your reality is you pushed out. And what that means is, if we want our business to sell, something inside of me right now believes I have to sell the business. And so outside, I'm seeing that the business is not sold yet. I want to sell it. So inside, if I start doing the self-concepting that I cannot believe my business sold 3 times, what will come on the outside if the reality is me pushed out? If I believe I'm worthy of great relationships and all the stupid beliefs that I had from my childhood based on whatever life experiences, this is all science. If you want to learn more, look into Dr. Bruce Lipton's work that up to the age of 1 to 7 is where you create your operating system. Before this, you're born in theta brain waves. You have no programming. You're clean slate. You're a clean slate. So if you were born in an Asian family, you will be given Asian values and beliefs and programming. If you're born in some other, like I was born in a Southeastern Eastern Asian family, so I had all these beliefs. Cultures, programming, schooling, all those beliefs were installed. And somewhere we've all heard it, money's so hard. Money's hard. You have to work hard to earn it. Money doesn't grow on trees. You will run out of it. Rich people are evil people. So no matter we are struggling to make more money, because of course we only get evidence of what we believe in, and our operating system has been installed with the programming that it's hard to make money. And the first thing I learned when I started learning about wealth consciousness was, oh my God, this is all bullshit that I've been taught, and it doesn't get to be this way, right? So if my outside reality, whatever I want. So if you want the man, you got to work inside. It's an inside job. When you realize your realities you pushed out, whatever you want to see on the screen. So let's say your reality is a movie screen and you're seeing shots, you're seeing your reality with your partner or the lack of the partner. If you're seeing the most amazing, sexiest version of you that you've ever been, and versus the tired version of you, and you put on weight, or the version of you who's not feeling successful yet, and you're really trying. These are all screens, okay? These are like parts, how you see a film roll, they're like parts of it, okay? And that makes your whole movie. What I want you to know is, in order for us to quantum leap, we can go from film roll A to roll Z fairly quickly. We don't have to go to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's the first thing I want you guys to learn, that you can flip and you can go to Z. That's the sexiest, healthiest millionaire version of you, successful, living her life. For all you know, you don't even care about money. You have all the freedom. When I realized what abundance for me was, it was freedom in time, in money, in energy, that I wanted to be in a place where I actually have freedom in my body, in my expression. I'm exactly doing the thing that makes me happy every morning. And that's what I wanted to do. So I've had some wealthiest people come to me and their life sucks because they're not happy. They don't know what to do with their lives. So it's about, again, coming back to, are you feeling free in your existence, right? I digress a bit. So coming back to, if you want to see something different on the screen of your reality, we start inside. Reality is you pushed out. So if I want to see something on the outside, I've got to go inside and change my self-concept of me. So I'm going to take one example today. Of course, I'm going to work through you guys, with you guys next week. So say Gina wants to sell her small business, she said, okay? So what am I going to do? If on the screen, Gina, if you want to share any details, you're more than welcome. If you don't want to share, that's absolutely okay as well. You can comment and write on, was it Gina or Silva? My mistake, sorry. I think it was Silva, right? Who said she wants to sell a business. Maybe confused with the names. Okay. Who here?
Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. So I am not confused. All right. Thanks for jumping on. Would you like to do this live with me? We could work with one concept.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Beautiful. So is there an expected value that you want from the sale of this business? And if you're happy to share it.
Yes. I'm trying to sell it for about $100,000. That's actually less. I've dropped the price several times, so now I'm at about $100,000, but I have so many doubts that I'll find somebody to buy it because I'm just not getting anybody who's interested. And now I have someone who's interested, but she's thinking of maybe even half of that, possibly. But I just have so many doubts to where I can't get it in my head that I'm even going to sell it.
Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing. This is okay. So this is version 8. Okay. So this is the current version of you in the infinite quantum realm. There are many possibilities. So we're right now based on what your energies, your thoughts are, your storylines are, all of those things. We're right now here, right? What I want you to do is right now, currently on your outside, you're seeing there you're struggling with bias. So on the outside, it looks like the business might not sell. The business is, not sold yet. And the struggle is there. What I want you to do is, this is, by the way, available to everyone. You're going to do this with your desire. Okay. You're going to do a brain dump. Okay. You're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to write every freaking thing that, put your desire. And then, so Gina, you can write business at 100K. You can also take another sheet and write business at 200K, because again, this is where you're going to question, because I truly believe there's a version of you sold the business for 300K. It's about plugging into that energy, because the more we plug into the energy of, is this going to sell? We're going to contract and we're going to shrink and we're going to bring it down. We're going to might even sell it at 20K. We don't want that. We're going to sell it at 300K, right? So you're going to take a piece of paper, you're going to write your desire, and then I want you guys to dump everything, your current narrative, why you want this, why you want to sell at 100K, why you believe people are not showing up, or the fact that you believe people are not showing up. Write that down. Also write down in, I'm going to bring something to your awareness, Gina. So when you were sharing, you shared that I want to sell my small business. Now there's a current version of you believes your business is small. So people who are looking at it are looking at this business is small. Do I want to invest 100K in it? The version of Gina, who has sold the business at 300K, believes, can I ask you what business that is, if you are happy to share?
Sure. It's a fitness mainly for women, fitness facility, and I'm going on about 2 years with it open.
Okay, so it's a fitness facility, like you transform lives. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you believe you transform lives? Do you believe that your business provides value to people?
Yes, definitely. I've had a lot of people say they were suffering from depression and other things until they joined and now feel so much better. So I don't want to shut it down because of them, but financially, I just can't do it anymore. Because when right before I opened, that's when I got a divorce, and now I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So all of these things that you shared with me, please dump them on the paper. Okay. And many, many more that's going to come to you that probably is not even coming out right now, because we're in a space that maybe the collective's here and whatever. Each one of you is going to take your desire, write it down. Everything that you're telling me right now is a current story, right? So now dump it and sit down and look at it. And then ask yourself, how much of this is true? How much of this is true and how much of this is an illusion? And the more you focus on it, the more it's going to become true. Okay. And on the other side, I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you guys to write your desired outcome and amplify it. So say you sold the business at 300K. Okay. You've already done this. That was your desired outcome, but it's already happened. It's a memory from the future. It's a memory from the future. So I sold at 300K. Right. Brain dump again. What is she feeling? So you are feeling, my business was so incredible. I can't believe I sold it at 300K. That means what? Your business is not small, first of all. So you inside, if you don't believe it, you're not going to unfortunately get the evidence, Genie. Like I wasn't. When I started the business, I wasn't getting the evidence. People didn't want to come and pay me because I didn't believe that I didn't see the value in my work. I did not believe that I could transform life, that I could help people have babies or make 6 figures. I actually genuinely did not believe. And when I started believing, people started showing up. It is all about inside, outside, right? So I want you to write down all the things that you believe once you have hit that desired outcome. What would you believe about yourself? How valuable your business is? Nobody runs the business like me. Like I truly had to start creating self-concepts. Nobody teaches stuff the way I teach. I literally had to. because I've been told time and time again that nobody teaches quantum like I do. Now, it may sound like lack of modesty, but no, you've got to put yourself up on a pedestal because you are the operant power. You are the creator of your reality. There is no one else living your life the way you are. Like, who told you to forget all this? But you can remember this. There is no other Gina, there is no other business that is run this way. There is no other person who can claim this power. So you got to remember that you have an amazing business, that you started from like a place of desire and transformation, and that people want to buy it. And you got to create those self concepts. And then that's what's going to obviously reflect back, right? Of course, we will go deeper next week because that's the call, which is about identity transformation and creation. But you guys get a sense of what's happening inside out. If inside, I believe that, oh my God, like, I wish didn't have love handles and I could lose 10 kgs. And I wish I could, my nose was thinner or my legs were thinner. I will exactly get the validation because this is the observer effect as well. Till I keep observing, the molecules are just okay. So it's almost like, I don't know if you've read the book, The Power of Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Okay, that book changed my life. Your subconscious is your servant. It's like it's your friend. Okay, it's your friendly servant, which means that if you, whatever you have your beliefs are, it's going to serve you and give you evidence of it consistently. I have a small business, great. I have big ties, great. Here's some more evidence. Here's some more evidence. So we got to use the observer effect. So today was all about shaking you up to go like, what are you believing? Like, why are we believing this, right? And dump it all down. Like, I really want you to dump it down. Like, I sat down and I was like, I've done so much work. Where's my person? Like, I didn't settle. I didn't fold like a cheap folding chair and come settle for any man who came. Like, where's my person? I had to ask myself, where's the money? Where are the clients? Like, why I've done so much work. I'm a good person. Why is shit happening to me? But then I had to change it to from why is shit happening to me to where is it? And then I had to change from they're always paying me. They love me. My specific person is obsessed with me. I can't believe how he shows up like in his king energy. I love how my body is growing so radiant every day. I literally had to do it. I changed my shape of my nose. I used to hate my nose, by the way. No, I love it. Like, there's small things, and you'll be like, this doesn't make any sense. It will. Because once you stop seeking validation, evidence, external validation, you go like, I'm the operant power. Whatever I am believing is going to reflect, and you're going to keep getting evidence. Money will show up from nowhere. The person will show up from nowhere, because what happens once you start doing this work, you will see that you'll get this higher intelligence giving you all these nudges. This container that I'm running right now, where like we have 30 of you, people haven't joined, nothing. I decided this last week. I did 3 lives and I had these 30 people sign up, right? I wasn't planning to do this. This is like holiday time now. And I'm like, no, well, I got a nudge. So I have had so many things happen in my life now in the last 3 years, nudges, which have gone on to create, because this is your subconscious mind speaking. So you got to follow it. And then obviously there's a process that I will teach you that will help you not feel lost, not feel overwhelmed with the information, and really get the results, right? So is everybody clear on the first concept that I wanted to download with you guys today and share with you, that reality is you pushed out? Yeah. You're going to play with it is the question. Yeah, cool. So the second thing that I briefly wanted to talk to you guys about is knowing your electromagnetic signature. How many of you know what an electromagnetic signature is, and have you read my book where I've explained what an electromagnetic signature is? How many of you have read my book? Just comment yes or no. And okay. And how many of you know what electromagnetic signature is? Because once you know it, you're going to change your life, of course, with it. No, okay. Oh. Okay, Silva hasn't read it, Gina hasn't read it. And so they say she's read it in July and August. That's great. Okay. So Yeah, I think I know about Cody Sanchez as well. Is that the businesswoman? Because I love her stuff as well. I think that's the one you're talking about. So electromagnetic signature. Let's talk about this for a moment, Have you ever had people, you just walk past them or they just walk into a room where you're sitting and you just freaking feel them? You're like, who is this person? I feel the energy. Oh my God, their presence. There's something about them. Or you're sitting in the busiest mall, but there'll be a woman going past or a man, and you'll be like, wow, amongst thousands of people, because there's something about their energy, right? That is somebody's electromagnetic field. Okay, so every one of us has a field. So there's an energy field. If you were to right now be put under a microscope, you will see all the what your molecules are vibrating in. But there are machines which tell you what's your electromagnetic field. This is all science again. So your life, your reality, whether the man in your life or lack of it, the money, the millions or the lack of it, or the business or the lack of it, or whatever you want, the success, the body, the lack of it, is a mere reflection of what's in your electromagnetic field. And the more we understand the electromagnetic field, we'll be able to understand the more we can magnetize the evidence because we already believe. So we go into the second type of people. That's who we are. If we want to quantum leap, we have to be the second type of people that I believe and I magnetize the desire with my electromagnetic field. Okay. So I'm going to break this down for you in a second. If you guys are following, just give me a love heart or let me know I haven't lost you yet. And this is landing for you guys. Okay, great. Because I'll tell you what, like, I truly believe, and I'm so passionate about teaching this in the most simplified way because I've studied manifestation for 15 years, yet my life kept crumbling and crumbling because nobody really taught this. Everybody said, do the affirmations and do the scripting. And yet I went through a divorce, yet I went through a breakdown, yet I went through debt and financial stress. And I was like, I couldn't figure out what was happening till I understood this. And this is something I learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza. I don't know how many of you follow his work. He changed my life. Again, Neville Goddard, Abraham Hicks, but your thoughts. So the electromagnetic signature is basically electro and magnetic. And if you get this right, you can magnetize anything. You can magnetize the buyer, Gina, that who is willing to pay you 300K for that same business, because that business is not small. That business is life transforming. And you got to see it and you really got to embody the energy of this, right? And the person coming for silver, other things, Shraddha, your business growing like I think you have a product based business as well. I looked many months back. I'm not really sure, but yeah, so it could be going on to many different countries, expanding, going global, whatever your desire may be. All of those things would happen with you knowing how to use your electro and so your electric signature is going to magnetize those things into your field. It's that simple. We don't have to make it complex. Electromagnetic signature. There are three parts to this. Okay. Electro, every thought you think is electric, has an electric charge. You may have heard the phrases, everything is energy. Okay, everything's energy, money's energy. Then why is it that some people have more of that energy in their bank account and I'm struggling? I want to play with this energy too. I want this energy, right? So, how do I play with this energy? Thoughts are electric, feelings are magnetic. This is the first foundational work that you will ever learn that will help you quantum leap into anything. Every thought you think, everything you're saying, like your self-talk. Self-talk is what? You're getting thoughts and you're talking to yourself. It's not hidden. It's not secret. Your self-talk is with the creator, with the field, is mirroring back. If your thought is that I don't know I can do this, I don't know if I'll find the buyer, I don't know if I'll ever go global, I don't know if I'll ever have a hot body, I don't even know if it's going to happen for me, it happens to other people, I don't even know if I'm actually going to ever become a millionaire, let alone a multimillionaire. You think no one's listening? let me tell you, break this to you. You're reflecting it right back to the field, the creator. Nothing is hidden. There is no secret. It is not shush shush. Every thought that you are thinking to yourself, let alone speaking out of your mouth, spell, it's got an electric charge. That electric charge combined with that thought will create now an emotion in your body. Let's talk about science now. So every thought you think creates an emotion in your body, which is called a feeling, right? Thoughts, feelings, and actions is the formula to quantum leap. We're not going there yet. So if I think the thought, like I thought thoughts of lack, my life sucks. I've gone through a divorce, and I never thought I will go through it. And I hate that my ex-husband's not understanding. He's giving me a hard time. Those were my thoughts. I'm talking about like 3 years back, okay? And my thoughts had an electric charge. They had a frequency. If you don't understand electric charge, they had a frequency, a vibration. I will get back exactly from the field what vibration I'm in. It's electric, it's electricity, it's all science. Um, Albert Einstein said, if you want to change your life and attract, think in terms of frequency. Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest inventors in the world, they're all talking about electricity. Your thoughts are electric. So if you're thinking here, sitting, thoughts such as, I wonder now if she's going to pay, if I will ever get 100, if I will even get 100K for the business, that's now already gone in the field. We put the order, I don't know if I will sell it at 100K. The order is gone. What's going to come out from the delivery window? It's an electric charge. If I don't know if, my body sucks, I don't like how I feel my body. Again, the vibration is of lack, of anger, of resentment. I don't like my body. I don't like that I don't have my specific person. I don't have my person. Again, the thought is of lack, 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 lack. So when my thoughts are electric, I'm sending a charge. Now my body is making an emotion out of it. I will feel what? Most likely I'll feel sad that I don't have this person. I will feel angry that, maybe my ex-husband left me or he doesn't understand me. Or I will feel angry that, why is it that I'm struggling in life? Or I'll feel resentment towards God's source or myself or my ex-partner that why am I here? That my business is not selling or my body's not like this, or I hate this or this or this. What is happening? The emotion is what magnetizes from the field. So my thought is what I want. If I'm focused on lack, the order's going, this is what's going in the field. And what magnetizes, it's like a magnet. Everything you ever get from the field is what you magnetize. It's not by push and pull. Whoever told you have to work hard lied to you and lied to us. So what we need to do is we need to magnetize. We need to understand how to use our heart center, which has 5,000 times more electric energy, more magnetism. So 5,000 times more than our brain. So with a thought and feeling alone, you can get anything from the field. Now, this is not something that I've cooked up. There are millions of stories. This has been taught by Neville Goddard. Look up Neville Goddard, okay? I don't know if you follow his work. He says you don't even have to think anything like other than the fact that you just feel the vibration of it. You know it, you believe in it, you will magnetize evidence. But we're too busy here saying, I want the evidence first and then I will believe it. I keep cutting my own delivery and then I go like, where's my order? Where's my order? Where's my order? Right? So what I want you guys to look at today is that your thoughts are very powerful. You are the operant power. The buyer will not show up till my thoughts become the buyer has shown up and I cannot believe I have sold the business already at this level of success. The specific person will not show up till I actually embody the thoughts of I cannot believe that I'm loved in such incredible ways. The body will not change. The money will not show up till I believe that I am the identity. I have thoughts such as I cannot believe I'm living in abundance. And I started doing this when I was struggling. Like, this is what I want to show you because everything in my reality showed me I was sad, I was depressed, I had money to give to the lawyers, but I had to start acting, have thoughts, not of lack, of the identity who had these things, right? So electromagnetic is what's going to magnetize from the field, which is called what? Miracles. Serendipity. People think it's blessings. No, you have just gone on to the frequency of that thing and pulled it from the quantum field. You have quantum leaped, you have collapsed time, you collapsed logic, you collapsed space. It all exists in the space, right? Is this landing for you guys? And I also get it, sometimes this information can be overwhelming. It took me months and months and months to understand. So, obviously I've condensed it and it can be overwhelming, but at the same time, like, I'm here to remind you, you're very powerful, you're very intelligent, your source intelligence. Like, really, it's time to drop stories of struggle, of lack, of hardship, of limitations that we've been taught that it's not possible. I have heard stories from my mentors now who were bankrupt, and one of my mentors made 75 US $1 million in the last few years just studying this work, right? So I've gone to the best mentors to learn this stuff, and of course my life has been evidence of it, and of many other people who you will meet. There's this client of mine who made 6 figures in less than a month. She's a single mom. She wasn't expecting this kind of money. So I want to bring you real people to show you that you could be the next one sharing your story. You could be sharing, Gina, that I can't believe that I sold the business for 300K. Because that version of you is in the field. So you got to believe it, and then you got to operate from that identity. So brain dump today, everything you believe, why it's there, or everything about your current reality. Okay, you push down, and then we want to take another sheet and write down from the version of who's already done it, like literally what would be their thoughts, right? Like, you would be like literally screaming from the rooftops, calling your mom, sister, friend, I don't know, you can't believe I've sold the business at 300K. I could never believe, all good things are happening. I can do anything, I can buy anything, I can have anything, I can, I just cannot believe it. So we got to be in that energy, but we're too scared. We're like, no, 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 we need some validation. We need some validation so we can say it to people, because we're too disappointed. People are going to question, and they'll be like, you're bullshitting. Well, we're too worried about people. Stop worrying about people. That's the first thing I learned, like literally, because I had to become delusional for your thoughts to change and not be in correspondence to your 3D reality. When your body's 30 kgs over, or 10 kgs over, or you're getting more bills than even the money you're making, what's going to happen is, and you sit there and go thoughts, I love, money's flowing every day. Do you think I didn't think I'm delusional? But you have to override that programming, because if the bill has some sort of power over you, you are not the operant power. So I'm here to remind you, we are the operant power. The bill has no significance. If I stay long enough in the energy of money's coming, I don't even know where it's coming from. I love this. I love that I'm always supported. My needs are supported, that God's riches were designed for me. And I'm freaking out at the same time. So regulating my nervous system. I would freak out every time my daughter went to the letterbox and got bills. Because I thought I didn't, it's not I thought I didn't have enough, right? But when you go like, you know what, I will be delusional, because I know if I stay in the energy of money's going up, the business is going to sell. I just always have extra, extra, extra. I've written about this in my book as well, how I used to sit on the water side, buy a $5 coffee when I would be left with, a little money, $100. Like, how would I do that? Just so that I could embody the energy of that wealthy woman that now I've become. So the next thing, right? So really working on your electromagnetic signature, knowing your thoughts are electric. There is no hiding away. There is no running away. If you start thinking thoughts of abundance, you will magnetize evidence of abundance. So this is where we got to, guys. We've got to stop thinking about the lack. We've got to stop thinking about, why do we suddenly believe that there's not going to be any person paying us 100K and we got to shrink down to 20K just because we've not got evidence? So how will we get the evidence of 300K? We believe it and we magnetize the evidence. Or we can have a choice of looking for evidence, and then the evidence is going to keep contracting and we're going to keep shrinking to, maybe it'll be 50K, maybe it'll be 20K. But if we refuse to settle for what we are seeing in our reality and go like, this is a byproduct of the thoughts and feelings of my electromagnetic signature or my consciousness that has been. So this is the biggest thing again. What you're seeing is stale. Don't believe it. What you're seeing is a byproduct of who you've been, your thoughts and feelings and actions and your consciousness. But what's going to happen now if you change it? What's the next byproduct? Think about that. right? So we've got to change it. We've got to come back into the new electromagnetic signature. So from today, thoughts got to be different. Thoughts got to be of the version who's sold big, who's received big, who's played big, who's in the good energy, who's loving it, all of those things, right? So really remembering that. Now, I have pretty much covered the two things. There's a third thing that I wanted to cover. So number one, remembering that your realities you pushed out, doing a brain dump. Today is your homework, which I'm going to post. This call will be put on after a couple of hours as it's moved onto YouTube, and we're going to put it in the closed space group page. If you haven't joined it, please do. Hi, Kelly. Please do join, because all replays will be put there. I will be also giving you weekly exercises. That's the portal we want to be in. Connect with each other. Again, we have some rules in the group: no marketing, no selling, really honor each other. Come and show up for each other. If a woman is sharing her success, celebrate. Even a man, we have men in the container. Why I created this container is because if we have enough energy of celebration, brain doesn't recognize I'm celebrating Silva, or I'm celebrating Gina's 300K sale or Kelly's success. What begins to happen is our cells, our electromagnetic signature is going to upgrade. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to have enough energy to leap into a new reality, okay? Which I will teach, obviously, the formula next week. So number one, your realities you pushed out. You got to remember what you want is coming from inside. You're going to do a brain dump. You're going to write down everything you believe, why it's happening, what you want, why it's not happening, all the limiting stories that we spoke about. Do a brain dump. You'll be shocked at the shit you're telling yourself, like I was. I was shocked at I was writing, this is so frustrating. My ex-husband doesn't understand. There is no money, there's so many bills. I don't even know if this business is going to kick off. Things that I was telling myself before I made my first six figures, that first year. And so when I started doing these exercises, and then soon I realized that the electromagnetic signature, thoughts are electric, feelings are magnetic. My thoughts were only creating the feelings in my body of more lack, and then hence I was not able to leave because I was consistently stuck in the loop of misery and lack. I was consistently providing myself with beliefs and energy and an energetic signature and vibrational set point of lack. How was I going to get 800K if I was going to keep doing that? How was I going to get the man in my life? How was I going to feel the way I feel now? Because the story was not supporting the desired outcome. The story, the brain dump, when I saw it, was telling myself consistently of what's lacking in my reality. Right? So it's really important you guys do the brain dump. And second, understanding consistently from now on, observe. Now that you know what your electromagnetic signature is, guys, please start observing it, because there is nothing more powerful than your own electromagnetic signature, that you will start magnetizing the evidence, right? So Kelly, you just joined in, you missed a lot of the call, but you will get a replay. I'm so excited to have you here. There's one thing that I really want to touch upon as you come here, and I also am closing the call, that, there are two kinds of people. I shared with everyone. So type one is the one who says, I will believe when I see the evidence. And that is so self-destructive, because we keep working hard to see the evidence and we're stuck in the loop because the evidence never comes, because our beliefs are not supporting the desired outcome. And we're stuck in this realm, this hamster wheel of, when I will believe when the evidence comes, I will believe when the money comes, I will believe, and we are stuck. We don't get it. Type two are the people who say, I believe it, and I will magnetize the evidence. I will magnetize the evidence. I believe in it. I believe I can sell the business at 300K. I believe my business will go global. I believe there is no other person like me. I believe that nobody teaches stuff like me. I believe I'm successful. I believe that I'm going to be in the deep, safe relationship, right? And because I have such certainty, which you have to create, right? Which we will in the next few weeks, the field cannot help itself but give you what you're trying to magnetize through your electromagnetic signature. Right? So I'm really happy that you guys learned about electromagnetic signature today, because that is one thing that truly changed my life and got me all these things that I shared with you today. Um, this is the time if anyone wants to. Of course, this is a welcome call, so it's I didn't introduce, like, obviously wasn't going to include Q&A, but if anyone wants to jump in, share the feeling of the welcome call, if there's any aha moments, anything you guys want to share, you're welcome. We'll take next 5 minutes to do this, and then we'll close the call. And also all the replays will be inside the group. There are many calls that I'm providing you in this container, and I have no reason why. As I said, the higher intelligence will speak through you, and that's what I was told to do, that I've got to provide a lot of value in this container. So I've scheduled a lot of live calls. You're more than welcome to see all of those schedules that will be pinned at the top in the face group. I'm looking at all your comments. Gina, thank you, my love. Your energy is beautiful. Thank you so much. I love all you guys. Remember when we started, I said you are in resonance with who I am, for the fact that I believe that my authenticity gets my clients. So when I started giving myself permission to really become who I am, not worry about how I portray myself, can I kind of show an identity, I really had to start. And that's why I'm very authentic. And that's why people who are authentic start coming in my world, because it's laws of the universe. It's called law of correspondence, like law of gravity. You're not flying right now. You're not even thinking about it. You're very grounded. It's working. So law of correspondence, law of thought transmission. Like, I'm always wanting to be who I am, and that in turn gets me my right clients. That's what's going to start happening. And Gina, we talk about the business, like, my business is incredible. My business transforms lives. I started this business from my own journey because I'm an amazing woman. You see what happens when you play with these self concepts. You're gonna get the evidence back, right? Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are so beautiful. If anyone wants to jump on, this is the time. Lift your virtual hand or come on live, and then we'll close this call. Did you raise your hand, Shraddha? Looking at the Shraddha says you explained the concepts beautifully and very crystal. Thank you so much. I am
No,
super excited. Go on.
sorry. Hi, Shraddha here. Hi. No, I didn't raise my hand. I was just commenting. Hi. After so long, I finally connected with you, Prachi. So excited. And yeah, I think you very, very beautifully explained everything. And I'm very excited. I'm finally very happy that I took the step to finally connect with you. Really looking forward to it. And again, I think you make it so easy and simple. And I'm really glad that you will teach us all of this. So very happy, very happy. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm excited too. I'm very excited to have you live here. And there's so many of you from different parts of the country, of the world. I was going to say country, but the world. And look, at the end of the day, we're going to leave this container. I don't care about what you learn, what you don't learn. Not worry about the science. That's why I try to make it simple. It's really that my only desire, my only wish for you guys is that you really do self-actualization, which means you really remember that you're the operant power, like really that your life is a reflection of what's going inside, whether it's about a man, about a marriage, about a proposal, about your body, about your weight, about the money or the lack of it, or the business or the book or the product or the, whatever you've started or you want to start. It's all a reflection of insight. So over the next 3 weeks, all I want to do is help you self-actualize, because you're going to see on the screen what's inside. And the more I realize, when I was out of the divorce and I was struggling with money, and when I started the business initially, all of the things that I was literally getting evidence of what was my own concept, that things don't work out. Life's been hard. It's always hard for me. Money is a struggle. People don't want to pay me. I don't even know if I'm worthy of this, how it's going to happen. Or I want to be successful, but I don't know if I have it in me. So self-doubt was bigger than the energy of my desire. And when I changed this, like in the last 2 years, I've been blown away with what all I've manifested. And it is simple, that when I put energy in my desire more than the struggle, it all started changing. So I just want to remind you of that. I'm so excited you all are here. We're going to close this call today. My team's going to upload this on YouTube in a bit, so give us some time. All calls will always be recorded. There is now a schedule. The next call is on the 12th of December, just so you guys know. It will be pinned. I will see you live then. If you have any questions, there is a Q&A thread that is now started in the group. Feel free to post your questions. Come to the calls, ask me questions. You know, Gina, you were so brave to come and talk to the group today and share your personal situation. I really honor that because, again, no one's better than the other. You know, we're all playing our own realities. The more we love each other, the more we play this from a place of unconditional love and go like, we're all just operant powers in our own reality. I don't even care what Gina's doing. I don't care what Prachi is doing. I don't care what Kelly's doing. Kelly doesn't care what my results are. She just wants to play, and we all come together. We're going to quantum leap a lot faster. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye, Kelly. Bye, Gina. Bye, Sudesh. Bye, Silva. And Shraddha. Bye. Take care. Thank you. Love you guys.